started. Hi Ananya, welcome.
Hi, I can see you.
You can't see me. Uh,
No.
the rest can see me. Am I visible, audible to all?
Yes, we can see you.
In any ways, you have to just hear me out, not see me.
Okay.
The meditation is all about hearing. So if you have your earplugs, that's better because you will otherwise be distracted from the outside sound, which is not advisable. Okay, so welcome everyone on behalf of HAEGO Foundation. I, Vibha Nashin, founder, along with Deepak Aluwalia, who's a co-founder, welcome you all on board for the inner healing meditation, inner child meditation on the full moon today. Important day because it's a full moon and the energies are really vibrant right now, really on the rise. So it's better to clean off what we call the inner child. So how many of you have heard about the inner child in us? Any idea? Any thoughts? Can you please say a few words, Utkrisht?
It is our purest form of our inner self.
It's the purest form of our inner self, the way we were born, right? May I request the rest of the people to please mute yourself so that other people are not disturbed? Yeah. I'm going to read out a small passage from the book, You Can Heal Your Life. Can everyone see this? You Can Heal Your Life by Louis Hay. Just give me a second, please. This is an amazing book, and this is a must recommended book from my side. You Can Heal Your Life by Louis Hay. And I'm going to read a small passage from this. Just listen to this, right? How perfect you were when you were a tiny baby. Babies do not have to do anything to become perfect. So, what Utkrish you just said, that's the real interpretation. We were perfect when we were born. They already are perfect and they act as if they know it. You don't have to teach the baby how to laugh, how to cry. They are just their real self. They know they are the center of the universe. They are not afraid to ask for what they want. They freely express their emotions. You know when a baby is angry. In fact, the whole neighborhood knows. You also know when the babies are happy, for their smiles light up a room. They are full of love. Now, as I'm reading, I want you to compare yourself today as you are. When we are angry, or when we are depressed, or when we are happy, or we are fearful, are we really able to express ourselves? Most of us suppress those feelings inside us. We are always carried with the way people will react to us whenever we have this emotional breakout. If we are laughing too much, people will tell us, don't laugh so much, it's not good. If we are crying, then people tell us, why are you crying? You're a grown up. But these are emotions, these are inside us. But babies don't do that. You know it very well. If they are angry or if they are hurt, they know how to cry. And that's why it says, even the neighborhood will know. Tiny babies will die if they do not get love. Once we are older, we learn to live without love. But babies will not stand for it. Leave them for 1 second. You know, unattended, you leave them for 1 second and you will understand how they can behave. Babies also love every part of their body, even their own feces. You know, you would have seen even the kids messing around with their own stool, with their own potty. They have incredible courage. If you see a baby doing, different things, they would love to, walk up to something. They would love to, put their fingers in the electric socket because they're just unaware. They don't know what it takes to have that fear. Just allow me a minute, guys. So they have incredible courage. They know they can experiment, they can fearlessly get into something and tell them something not to do, give them a lot of fear. But their first excitement that they have is to go and do the same thing. बच्चे को बोलो उंगली नहीं डालना है सॉकेट में तो पहले जाके उंगली डालने की कोशिश होती है because they don't stop. They simply don't stop. But now compare it to your own self. Ananya Singh, I think everyone can hear you apart from you, looks like. Host, you have to attend to this, please. Now she says, you were like that. We were all like that. Then we began to listen to the adults around us who had learned to be fearful. And we began to deny our own magnificence. So, what Utkrish just, said that we are the purest form that time when we were small, when we were kids. Who were we? We were part of the divine, the magnificent divine. And somewhere, as we were growing up, we grew in the body. The child inside us who was forced to grow up, and somewhere we lost this magnificence. We stopped being the divine self. Now I'm going to read one more thing from this book. I mean, I'm sharing the two of my very favorite books. This book is called Robin Sharma's The Saint, the Surfer, and the CEO, right? And this is a conversation between the author, not the author, the character, and there is Father Mike. And this is a conversation between the two of them. It's true. As a child, you were aware of all your gifts. You were innocent and pure. You were immensely creative and wildly passionate. I just want you all to compare with what you were at that age and what you have become right now. Your imagination knew no boundaries and your dreams knew no limits. You trusted others and had faith in yourself. You didn't have this need we adults have to have everything all figured out. सब कुछ समझना है ये बच्चों को नहीं चाहिए होता है. You expressed your trust. You expressed your truest essence as a person without fear of reprisal, and you freely let your light shine. You lived totally in the moment and savored every simple gift that each of our lives brings to us on a regular basis. You loved snowflakes and spiders, singing and dreaming, a good hug and a steaming cup of hot chocolate. The world was abundant, a place of boundaries, boundless possibilities, and a ready partner for your authentic success. But then something happened. What? Well, to put it bluntly, you committed a crime. Actually, you committed the most serious crime by any human being could commit. I felt uncomfortable. Father Mike looked at me with intense seriousness and said, "You began to betray yourself. You disowned your true self in favor of buying into the beliefs of your tribe." My tribe? Yes, Jack. Society is your tribe. You see, you started to adopt other people's beliefs about the way the world works and the nature of your role in it. You shut down your beautiful feelings and began to live in your mind, spending your day rationalizing, judging, and worrying rather than skipping, dancing, and playing. You became a pleaser, thinking, acting, and conducting yourself in ways that were not of your own, choosing but of the choosing of those around you, such as your parents, your teachers, and friends. And so the process of socialization took over, and your personal magnificence began to be hidden. You did what you were told, acted as you were instructed to act, and thought the way people taught you to think. Now, these are very important passages from these two books, which tells us that as we grew up, the inner child, which knew no boundaries, which knew that there is no fear, which knew that there is no comparison, that you are a unique self, that you are beautiful, you were created as an identity of God, an exact replica, an image of God. You started doubting your own self. Somewhere, that inner child who knew that you were perfect, health wise, relationship wise, and even in terms of everything that you could ever think of. So, this child inside us has faced so many things as we grew up. You were told that you have to fear the society. You were told that you have to behave in a particular manner, in a certain manner, in order to please others. You were told that you were not good. You were told that you cannot do certain things because you are a male, you're a female. A lot of issues and a lot of restrictions and boundaries were given to you. And as you grew up, the child in you has suffered. So today, in this meditation, we are going to speak to our inner child. And you need to do this every day. You need to do this, whenever you get time. Go back to your inner child and console. Go back to the inner child and tell him or her that you are magnificent. You are the one created by God in his own image. You are the one who is fearless. You are the one who is not a comparison. You are unique. So, wherever you are, we're going to begin the meditation now. And since it's a full moon, I chose this day because the energies are really good. Let's wipe off all that is, suffocating the inner child in us. And let's bring this inner child out. Give him or her some air to breathe. Let her feel confident. Let her feel good and pleasant about own self, right? So wherever you are, please sit back straight. And as I take you through this guided meditation, please relax yourself and enjoy the journey. Are we all good? Please close your eyes. Just show me a thumbs up. Are we all good to go? Yeah. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Inhale the good healing power of this universe as we move to heal our inner child. May I request everyone, the rest of us, to please mute your mics because I don't want any kind of background noise. There is enough background noise at my end. I don't want anyone else to be disturbed. Ananya, please mute yourself. Close your eyes, sit straight, take a deep breath, and tell yourself, I wish to heal the inner child in me. Exhale out all the barriers. Take another deep breath and relax yourself. Breathe out. Breathe in and exhale out. Now, in your imagination, I want you to imagine yourself at the age of 5 or 6. This is the time when most of our memories have already started to sink in. Most of our thought patterns and beliefs have started to grow. In your imagination, walk into a park. It's a lush green park filled with green grass and a lot of trees around. There are people walking, there are people exercising there. And as you walk around that park, you reach a place where there is this bench right below one of the tree. And you see a small child sitting right over there. This is your inner child. Look into the eyes of that inner child. Recognize yourself. This is the first time you're meeting this inner child of yours. Admire the beauty of and innocence of this inner child. How beautiful and magnificent they are created. Continue to gaze through the eyes of that child. Appreciate the beauty that the child has, its eyes, its tiny nose, the beautiful curls on the hair. See, how does the child feel right now? Is she or he open, feeling free, or is she timid and frightened? This is the first time you are meeting this inner child of yours. Now go and sit very closely to this child, but do maintain a slight distance because kids do not like to be approached physically so close unless they know you. Tell this inner child who you are. Introduce yourself. Tell them, "Hi, I'm Vibha. I'm your grown up child. I'm the grown up adult. You are my inner child." Pass on a smile to that child. And now seek permission to tap this child on his or her head. It is very important to seek permission from the child. You need to respect the child from becoming so free to you that he or she is today allowing you to heal. Can I tap you on your head? And now gently tap on the child's head, caressing the hair, the forehead, and tell that child, "I love you. I love you. I love you." Now look at the child responding to your tapping on the head. Look how he or she is easing out, becoming comfortable to your presence. Now seek permission to this inner child of yours to hold her left hand. Can I hold your left hand? Now gently take the left hand of the inner child. This is the same child who has gone through several emotional pains. Today we are going to comfort the inner child of all the emotional pains that he or she has gone through. Every time somebody has caused an emotional pain, anyone saying a bad word to that child and it has emotionally hurt, this child has gone through a lot. There is pain. This child has been hated by people. There's so many times when this child has been told that you are not worth and that you are not good enough. This child has felt jealousy that any other person can be chosen over them. This child has felt unloved or maybe just neglected. They have been left alone, and there are issues of abandonment. This child has gone through so many fears. They have been scolded to do or not to do certain things. They have been told to suppress their emotions. The child has been told not to cry. The child has been told not to act. The child has been told not to sing, not to dance, and so many things. This child has suffered the loss of loved ones. So many things that this child has gone through. Today, we're going to console this child of all the things that it has gone through. Hold the hands of this child, the left hand of this child, and tell, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You have gone through so much. Please forgive me. Please forgive me for all that you have suffered and all the sufferings that you have gone through. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. You had to suffer so much. You had to feel so much of pain as you were growing up, and I could never comfort you. I love you. I love you. For all the times that I could not comfort you back, and I allowed you to remain in that suffering for so long, so many years. I'm sorry. I promise I will not allow you to be suffering so much at any given point of time now onwards. I love you. I love you. And thank you. Thank you for being there all the while, all the while telling me that I am beautiful. that I am whole and complete, that I am one created in the image of God. Thank you. I love you. Now ask the child the permission to hold the right hand. Can I hold your right hand? As you hold the right hand of the child, this child, which has gone through tremendous financial setbacks, this child has been told that you cannot have financial partnerships, that you must not trust people on finances. This child has been told that money is evil, that money is to be earned by hard work, and it is traumatized with the money talks. Either there is a scarcity of money or there is an abuse of finance. But this child was never told to be in peace with finances. As a result, we lose control of our finances today. This child was told to save in order to save itself from the scarcity that could happen in the present, in the future. This child was told to anticipate scarcity, whereas this child was born with abundance. This child knew from the beginning that money flows, that there is no scarcity ever in this universe. However, the child grew in a society which told it that it is not possible to have abundance, that you lose everything, or to gain something financially, you need to make sacrifices. This child has gone through so many financial traumas. Now tell this child that you were born magnificent, an exact replica of the divine, in complete abundance. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you had to go through so many traumas. Please forgive me. Please forgive me that you had to go through so many traumas. I love you. I love you. I love you for being so divine, so beautifully created. thank you. Thank you so much. You will start noticing this child has already started feeling so light that it is radiating the immense joy and happiness today. Now ask permission from this child to hug you, that you should hug this child. Not a beer tight hug, just a light embrace. Kids fear a beer hug, they don't want to be suffocated. Can I hug you? And as the child open up its arms to embrace you, just hold it very close to your chest, allowing it to feel the warmth of your heart. This child in your embrace is the one who has gone through health issues. The child has been feeding on the negativity through the people around it. The child has many times overfed or left hungry, and most of the time fed with fear. It has been told, eat this or that, or else you will be punished. This child has been told, eat it up quickly, or else you will be thrown out. This child has been abandoned a lot of good things to eat just because of the scare that it might harm them. The child wanted to eat some sweets, some chocolates, but they were told, no, don't do it. The child wanted to eat butter, but they were told, no, don't do it. And whenever they were given to eat those things, in the subconscious memory, the child was eating fear. And they were not allowed to enjoy the sweetness of life. This child was told about how they were looking. This child was told, you're too dark. This child's body was compared to animals. Oh, you look like a pig. Oh, you look like a giraffe. Oh, you are overweight like a panda or an elephant. How much this child has suffered. How much this child's body was not loved. It was told, "You are too thin, you are too fat, you are too ugly, you do not have good features, you're just ordinary, you are not beautiful." And there were several comparisons which were made. This child has gone through so much. And today, when the child has grown up, it has started shame itself, insult itself of the beautiful body that it has been given. Embrace this child close to your heart and gently, while tapping on its head, tell her or him, "I'm sorry. I am sorry. I did not let you honor your body, your mind, and soul. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you." Now, as you detach yourself, this inner child of yours, from you, from the embrace, look into the eyes of this child. Understand that if you have cried right now, if you have shed tears, the child itself is also crying. Because for the first time in the entire lifetime, this child inside you has been comforted, told that they are beautiful, told that they are magnificent, told they are unique, told they are brilliant, told they are unique and an exact replica of the image of God. This child has immense potential, beautiful, prosperous thoughts. Tell this child that you love. I love you. For the next few seconds, just sit with this child, looking at the child's eyes, and see him or her smiling through his eyes. She feels relieved, happy, and free. Smile back, make a connect, and assure this child that you will be there every time this child feels any of those emotional issues. If you, as a grown up adult, are going through any emotional issues, and not just emotional, any health issues or any financial issues or relationship issues, please understand these are the memories coming from this inner child. by telling that inner child that you're sorry, that that it should forgive you, that you love them, and that you're thankful to them. You comfort the inner child to receive the abundance, the prosperity, and good relationship and good health in today. It is the memories in the subconscious mind formed during this childhood time that plays a vital role in what we are, how we are acting today, what is happening to us today. Keep telling that child, I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now allow the child to go ahead in the park and play. Let the child walk up to the park and start playing with some balloons or bubbles or a football. Allow it to play as you watch. Let it play with other kids. Look at a beautiful smile, that openness in the heart, the joy of meeting its tribe that's equally free, childlike, and pleasant and happy. Let that child go there and mix up with the rest of the kids and play with the balloons or bubbles or with the football or just holding hands and making a circle and singing and dancing as you watch from one side. Isn't she or he beautiful? Now wave goodbye to that inner child, assuring that you will be there every time they need you. If required, visit this child every day. Bye bye. Now slowly walk out of the park. Come towards the gate of the park, and at the count of three, take a few deep breaths and open your eyes. Three, two, one. Open your eyes. Rub your palms like this and put it on your eyes. I'm sorry for there is a lot of noise from the background, but I hope it did not disturb you much, right? Now we're going to do a small exercise, which is I don't think the background noise will make any sense because it's a practice that I want all of you to do. This is called Ha breathing practice. Many of you have done it with me in the last session. ha, like in the name Vibha, and ha ego. The word ha in Hawaiian language means the breath of God. Now, this was really surprising to me because my name and the name of my foundation both carries this word ha, ha. Ha is the word Hawaiian. If you see the word Hawaii, it is made up of two words, which is ha, the breath of God, and wai, which is the water of God. So right now we're going to do the ha breathing practice. So how you need to go do it is when we count. So it is a 7 seconds breathing exercise, sorry. So when we count 7 inside your mind, you will count 7, right? You take a deep breath at the count of 7. Hold the breath as it is for 7 seconds for the count of 7. So it is like breathe in 7 seconds, you pause, wait for 7 seconds, and then you breathe out in 7 seconds. Again, pause for 7 seconds, then breathe in. So it's breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pause 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe, and then again pause 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. Understood? Any questions on the Ha method? No? Are we good? Nobody is talking. Am I audible?
Yes. No, no, we are hearing you.
Okay,
Good.
good, good.
No, there is no problem.
Sure. Right? So we're going to do the Ha breathing practice. This is basically the Ha breathing practice aligns you back to the universe. So every time or any time you feel any kind of a disbalance in your body. So if there are people who travel abroad, so you usually have this jet lag. That's why is that happening? Because your body is not in sync with the universe that moment. So you are in a different time zone, you are moving to a different time zone, so there is a disbalance which is happening. Or many times when you consume certain food, or you have not slept for the many hours, and then there is a disbalance happening. So to balance it back, the ha breathing is very essential, and it's very helpful that way. So when you do the ha breathing, you are basically coming back to the sync, coming back to the vibration of the universe. If you're feeling palpitations on your in your heart, if you feel that you're losing breath quite easily, if you feel exhausted, right? So please do this ha breathing practice on a regular basis. And people who are traveling, as I said, if you face jet lag, when you are sitting in the flight, do this ha breathing before getting off the flight. Do this ha breathing. This will help you to balance out easily, so you will not feel the jet lags and all. Right? Ready to do it? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll be sit straight. Please sit straight with your spine straight, please. So I'll be just doing breathe in and breathe out. And when I say this, when I do this, that means you pause for 7 seconds. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe in, pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, second, 7, and then pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we are going to do 7 rounds of it. Okay? Right? Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And as we start, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pause 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Release. Rub your palm and place it on your face and eyes. Do it 2, 3 times. Great. So that was the inner child healing meditation and the heart breathing. You guys want to share some experience, some thoughts?
Vibha,
Yes, Priyanka.
firstly, thank you for this knowledge sharing. And secondly, I couldn't join the last inner child session. So can you please do it practically, the ha breathing, for just one set?
Okay, so it is like we do 7 sets and 7 seconds. 7, 7 count of 7 and 7 sets. So it's like inhale. So you're doing, when you're inhaling, you're doing it the step of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you do an inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now hold that breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now exhale in 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is one round.
अच्छा, इसमें हा साउंड नहीं बोलना होता है?
Nothing. This is
ओके
your breathing. Ha is the breath of life, breath of God.
ओके ओके.
Any questions? How was your experience of inner healing, inner child healing?
It was really great. I wanted to do it since 2 or 3 years. And every time I was missing this session with you or with other partners, but with the grace of God, it was the right time. So one of my biggest desire is done today by
Great.
inner child session. Thanks to you.
Pleasure.
Yes, thank you, Vibha. It was really very nice.
Thank you so much.
Is there a recording that we can, if you can share with us?
I think it is getting recording. I am going to share whosoever wants to have an access again, or otherwise, because this is going to be a full moon meditation every time now. We are going to, as you are aware, many of you are aware that Ho'oponopono Harmony session, which happens every month, will continue to happen for the 5 days as we do every month. And every full moon, we are going to do this inner child meditation. So you're welcome to join every time. I'm going to send out the link. I'm going to send out the invite to all of you, and try to bring in more people to this session, especially the inner child, because this is only 1.5 hours, 1 day session. Though Ho'oponopono as such has benefited so many people, and there are so many people who have come back to me and told me that it's making a lot of difference to them.
What is that 5 days you're saying? Hopono,
You have
Hopono?
attended that, Ranjana. You have attended that 5 day session.
Acha, acha, okay. No, but you're having it every month?
Yes, we are going to have it every month. Yes,
So
we are
I can
having
join
it
there?
every month. Yes, yes, absolutely. You can join. You can ask your friends to join also.
Okay.
I had joined this ma'am. I had joined this Hoponopono session, and it was really great. It's just
Yes.
like it's a magic mantra to remove any hurdle in any aspect of your life, either it is financially, physically, mentally, related to relationship. So it's just like a cure for all the disease or problems of your life, any kind of. So it is really good, and it's a short technique which just takes few seconds but many benefits.
Actually, this is
When
our perception that, when it is healings, because see, again, this is a memory which we have given to the inner child, that every healing should be taking, हम कहते हैं ना कि एंटीबायोटिक का 5 दिन का कोर्स होना चाहिए, क्रोसिन को 4 बार लेना है आपको, you should have to be injected all the 10 years of your life, and then you have to do a 60-day keto challenge, and then you have to do, we always tell that it is limited to a particular time. No, so we are never told that there is an easy method. तो अभी हम कभी, whenever I teach Ho'oponopono to the people, they say, is it that easy? Is it that easy? I said, yes, it is that easy. Why can't you believe things which are easy? It's
when is
just,
the next session?
next session is going to be in the second week of December.
Hmm.
So I will be, putting out these invites to everyone. Ananya, I will be sending out those invites to everyone. So if you are interested to join, or if you are, or any of your friends, family members, they're interested to join, you're most welcome to do that. And for this session, how did you feel? Please drop in a message to me on my WhatsApp. Share your experience. Any experiences about the inner child? How many of you cried? Because every time I'm doing, I cry.
I
I
cried
was
the last
just
time.
about to say.
Last time.
Last time
You
you
da-
cried. This time I didn't make you cry.
no, no, but can you give us recordings of the last time and this time?
Last time I don't think I had the recording. We forgot to start the
It was
recording.
also very beautiful.
This
Hmm.
is, I think, is already being
When will
recorded.
you do this again? Inner child healing?
The next full moon.
Next full moon.
The next full moon. So you have to just keep it in mind. The next full moon is the inner child. Whatever day, whatever date it may be. So that is going to be
We
the regular practice. Every month, 5 days Ho'oponopono session will be there, and 1 day on the full moon, it will be the inner child meditation through Ho'oponopono.
Vibha, I
Yes,
would like to share the first time when I did the inner child healing. At that time, I felt, I rather felt pity on myself. And I cried and I cried like, why? I mean, why did this happen? But today when we did it, what was the feeling that was, the emotion that was coming out was only love.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. But because now you're more compassionate toward yourself. So see, as you comfort the inner child in yourself, see there are so many perceptions, so many memories which this child has carried.
नलिन क्या हुआ?
यानी कि आज अगर कोई चीज हम लोगों को ठीक से हमारे लाइफ में नहीं हो रहा है, उसका रीजन क्या है? देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ मेमोरीज दैट दिस चाइल्ड हैज टेकन. अभी कोई भी नया काम करने से पहले डर लगता है ना, वो क्यों लग रहा है? क्योंकि पेरेंट्स ने, फैमिली ने, फ्रेंड्स ने क्या बोला था? जब छोटा बच्चा था उसको क्या बोला था? ये काम मत करो, ये रिस्की है, इससे नुकसान होगा, इससे शरीर
Hmm.
लगेगी, इससे आपके पैसे डूब जाएंगे.
Right, right.
So who was actually holding these memories all the while? अभी वही चीजें तो
That's true.
प्ले करती ना माइंड में.
Hmm. I want to ask you. See, I am always I've been a meek person. So whenever there was any issue in the house, my father would, instead of scolding anybody, he would scold me because he was upset about things. So and then so I've got this thing. There's a fear of things because I would get scolded, and my mother used to tell me, "Why do you take it your sister's back answer so he doesn't say anything to them?" But I want to be rid of it because that has made me into a fearful person. I think it is that as a child which I had this thing. So how do I handle that?
You just comfort the inner child. You
But
comfort the
I
inner
only feel
child.
so scared now. I still feel scared of that.
You
How do
have
I
to tell the
comfort her?
inner child. The inner child has gone through so much of trauma.
Hmm.
Because of all the past experiences, you still feel traumatized, don't you?
Yeah, and then as a result, in my life it continued like that. Everybody would, whatever problems that they would, take out their anger on me because I used to take it.
Yes.
And but now I don't know how to handle it and how to get out of it.
No, you have to go back to the inner child and tell that inner child that there is nothing to fear. You have your own voice. You can speak. Allow it to speak. You have your own voice. You have your own identity. You have to be open, clear,
That is
communicating
true.
to others. आपको एक पिंजरे में बंद करने के लिए तो नहीं बनाया गया ना.
Hmm. But I don't get the guts, to back answer people and things like that because my whole life I've not done it. I don't know how to get out
So
of it.
that no, you have to comfort the child. See, whatever you're facing today is a reflection of what has happened to that child.
Yeah, because I've lived like this, no, since.
So you have to go back to the child, go back in your meditation and go back to same situation maybe, and tell that child that you are heard, that you are loved, you can speak. You have to allow that child to speak first, right? Before you speak as an adult.
Hmm.
You have to ask that child to trust that he or she can confidently speak before this adult can speak.
Okay.
वो बच्चा ही कभी नहीं बात किया तो वो आज ये बड़ा कैसे बात करेगा? उस बच्चे को बताना है पहले कि तुम बात
Hmm.
करो, मैं सुन रही हूँ. As an adult, you can always comfort the inner child in you. कि तुम बात करो, I'm listening. Nobody else is listening. I am listening. Make yourself available to that inner child. Right?
Yeah, I'll do that. Your inner child meditations are just awesome.
Thank you.
Very nice. I hope Tanu will give me, she's not sending me this thing.
We published it on the Star Trek this thing, and I think you have not mentioned about that, but because if it was there,
Ah,
I shared the
yes.
link with you. The Pakshi also I
Okay.
think came late because it was not confirmed by them. Anyways,
Yeah,
Vida, I would
this
like to
your
share
daughter,
one thing.
Hmm.
Pata, I wanted to do this inner child
I haven't
session,
got that.
and yeah, yes, sorry. I thought your talk is done. There was silence.
You know, uh, I don't think I've got that Shark Track this thing, and Tanu is not. She's not having a facility of incoming calls. Is it possible for you to tell her to send that
I'll
to me or to contact me?
I'll surely tell her.
Yeah, even today I had to take the link from your daughters.
Yeah, she was there on the call. I know. Anyways, Priyanka, yes, you were saying something.
Yeah, actually, I got connected with a Reiki healer a few months ago, and she was doing inner child session as well, but her fees was 2,500, and I just thought, okay, I want to do this, but 2,500 is a big amount. So I I left that attitude. Then I did Hoponopono, and I said, God, please do something ना कि कहीं से या तो थोड़ा सा low amount में हो जाए, and here see the magic. It's a bit selfish thing, even though I wanted to do that, but एक बार लगता है ना यार 2,000 3,000 रुपए देना,
We
and it's
have
just
received,
like
by the way, I just wanted to share this news with you that HAEGO Foundation has got its new PAN card also. It's been issued. So we're going to soon open our bank account, and I hopefully I have not placed it in front of Divine, but this has come into my mind and in my heart right now. I need to get a nod from above on this that all the sessions from 2020 2021 January will be offered for a minimum donation. So that will be
yeah,
a minimum
no issue
donation,
about it.
whatever people want to donate to HAEGO, because HAEGO also has to grow as an organization. So there would be a minimum donation. There would be no compulsion as such that you have to pay this much as a fee or something. It will be just a simple energy exchange. Whatever people who participate, they want to donate, can do so. So
Yes.
there won't be any compulsion that there will be a charge of
Mm.
something so exorbitant for. I feel that divine is very simple, and we should simply pass it on to the rest. That's my
That's so
thought.
kind of you.
So
Yes, it's
that
really kind of
yes,
you.
that will be there, and people are most welcome to join this beautiful family of HAEGO. And I'm really surprised how this name Ha. When I came to know about the word Ha, and it was like, wow, it is in my name, it is in my foundation's name. So I'm like, divine breath working. Divine breath is working. Great. Any more suggestions or any inputs, any comments, any
You know,
experience?
yeah. See, I wanted to ask, you will be having the 5 day Hoponopono workshop, but
Yes.
then you also have once a month, no, when everybody gets together like that. That
No,
is also there.
no.
Hmm?
Once in a month will be the inner child healing meditation like we did today.
Okay.
So this is going to be there on every full moon. So whatever day it might be, like today is Monday and date is 30th. So it will be varying now. So
Okay.
whenever it is the full moon, we will be having the inner child healing meditation. And
Hmm.
every month, as such, we will be holding this 5 days Ho'oponopono session that we used to do 5 days.
Okay. Okay. ठीक है.
Great, guys. Dipakshi, any comments? How did you feel? She's been listening quietly. She's not the
Uh,
same.
no, actually, honestly telling you, thank you so much for the session. I didn't attend
Yes.
the last
Thank
one,
you. Really. Thank
but
you.
right now I would tell you that I am really speechless. The session was such that I don't have words to describe it.
Beautiful.
It is such a beautiful session. मैं रोई भी हूँ और मैं हंसी भी हूँ हर आई हैव यू नो सीन ऑल काइंड्स ऑफ इमोशंस क्योंकि जैसे वो आप बोल रहे थे वैसे वैसे सब इमोशन सब चीजें मतलब विजुअलाइज करना एक अपने आप में एक अलग ही फीलिंग थी
Yes.
ऑनेस्टली आई कैन नॉट रियली डिस्क्राइब इट इन वर्ड्स
Because so far we have never addressed this in us.
वेरी ट्रू
And you'll see the more you relate to the child in you, the more you're working on your inner child. Somebody had mentioned you have a glow on your face. This is because I every day connect with my child. Do
ग्रेट
that because if you look at babies, they are
यस
divine. They look divine.
यस
Why is that so? Because उनको परवाह नहीं है.
हाँ जी बिल्कुल
खाने के लिए उनको सिर्फ चिल्लाना आता है, उनको वही पता है, and they will eat. They know there is abundance. They will be
वेरी
loved. But what
बिल्कुल
we read out in the starting from the Heal Your Life book, that you cannot avoid a child from love. तो उसको तो प्यार चाहिए. So the more you are loving yourself
बिल्कुल
back, the more you are contributing to the physical, the mental, and the emotional health of your child. The glow will be there.
वेरी
It
ट्रू
will start reflecting on you,
वेरी
right?
ट्रू यस वेरी ट्रू
तो हर दिन आपको
Thank
अपने इनर चाइल्ड के साथ कनेक्ट करना है ऑन वट एवर इशू दैट यू आर फेसिंग टुडे. इफ यू फीलिंग लो, जस्ट आस्क योर सेल्फ.
you.
सी दिस इज हाउ यू. प्रॉब्लम कब आती है? जब हम लोग अपने इन चीज़ों को, यानी कि इन इमोशनल या स्पिरिचुअल इश्यूज को हम एड्रेस नहीं करते हैं, वी इग्नोर
हाँ
इट.
जी, बिल्कुल सही।
क्योंकि हम लोगों को हमेशा बताया भी यही जाता है कि पैसे कमाओ, परिवार का ख्याल रखो, दूसरों को खुश रखो, लेकिन अपने आप को खुश मत रखो.
बिल्कुल।
दूसरों को खुशी देने में खुशी होती है यार. वो दूसरों को खुशी कब दोगे? व्हेन आर यू
होने
एबल
वाला
टू गिव लव टू एनीवन एल्स? व्हेन यू आर लव्ड योरसेल्फ. यू कैन नॉट गिव anyone a glass of water with an empty heart, with an empty, when you don't have water inside you.
वेरी ट्रू।
तो वो एड्रेस करना जरूरी है.
हाँ जी, बिल्कुल।
तो जब आप धीरे धीरे अपने आज कोई भी परेशानी फील कर रहे हो, इफ इट इज से हेल्थ रिलेटेड इशू, सर में दर्द हो रहा है, आप अगर आप मेडिटेट कर सकते हो उस वक्त पे, and you will understand why this headache is happening, and that is the book which I always refer to. ये किताब बहुत important है. You should all get this book. This is my personal recommendation to everyone. Heal Your Life from Louis Hay. और इसमें आप समझ पाओगे कि अगर सर में दर्द भी हो रहा है तो क्यों हो रहा है. क्योंकि एक ही थॉट प्रोसेस चल रहा है ना सुबह से दिमाग में. इट्स लाइक अ मिक्सी गोइंग ऑन एंड ऑन एंड ऑन. मिक्सी भी गर्म हो जाती है, तो माइंड
बिल्कुल,
भी तो एक मिक्सी की तरह एक ही थॉट को बार बार प्रोसेस कर रहा है ना.
बिल्कुल।
तो वो गर्म भी तो हो रहा है, और क्या हो रहा है. तो
What is
हेडेक.
the name of the book?
You have this book, I guess. You Can Heal Your Life, Louis Hay,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So when you tell the inner child that हमें शुरू से क्या बोला गया है, हमें शुरू से यही बोला गया है that you have to keep thinking, एक ही चीज को प्रोसेस करते रहो. You were never told that leave everything to divine, let divine take charge of it. कुछ चीजें जो हमारे
करेक्ट,
कंट्रोल में है
बिल्कुल।
उसको करो. जो चीजें आपके बियॉन्ड कंट्रोल जा रही है, यू हैव टू लेट गो एंड लेट गॉड इन. ये कभी सिखाया किसी ने?
नहीं,
नहीं. तो आप
बिल्कुल।
क्या कर रहे हैं? आप एक ही चीज में, जो चीज आपके कंट्रोल में भी नहीं है, आप उसको कंट्रोल करने की कोशिश कर रहे हो.
जी,
एक ही थॉट घूम रहा है, एंड देन यू आर एंडिंग अप इनटू माइग्रेन्स एंड हेडेक्स. सो यू हैव टू गो बैक एंड टेल दैट चाइल्ड यू हैव टू ट्रस्ट गॉड. बच्चे को बताते ना,
हाँ जी,
छोटे बच्चे को
बिल्कुल,
सिखाते ना, भगवान पे
बिल
भरोसा करना सीखो, प्रेयर करो, भगवान को बोलो मेरा ये काम कर दे.
बिल्कुल,
यू टीच देम, राइट?
राइट,
व्हाई हैव यू फॉरगॉटन? You teach God, teach kids how to trust God, how to trust others.
राइट,
छोटे बच्चे को हम कैसे सिखाते हैं हर चीज? जब छोटा बच्चा कभी चलना सीखता है, तो छोटा बच्चा जब गिरता है तो क्या उसको अगले दिन से चलना बंद कर देते हैं?
नहीं,
नहीं. हम उसे क्या कहते हैं? अरे कोई बात नहीं, मिट्टी लग गई, कोई बात नहीं,
हाँ,
चींटी मर गई, चलो 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 चलो. So every
राइट,
time you are feeling low, you have to tell, अरे कोई बात नहीं, ठीक है, there is one failure, that's okay, it's part of life, let's go, चलो 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 चलो, आगे बढ़ते हैं. But be as compassionate as you were to a child. किसी और बच्चे की तरफ जब इतने प्यार से बोलते हो, इतने प्यार से उसके गाल दबाते हो, उसको प्यार दिखाते हो, उसके सर पे हाथ फेरते हो, उसको हग करते हो, तो यही चीज आपको उस बच्चे के साथ करनी जो आपके अंदर है. एंड द मोर यू आर डूइंग इट, आपको खुद जब अपने अंदर सेफ फील होने लगेगा, तो आपको वो एक नया स्टेप टुवर्ड्स योर फाइनेंशियल फ्रीडम, टुवर्ड्स योर गुड रिलेशनशिप्स, टुवर्ड्स योर गुड हेल्थ, इन चीजों को करने में आपको दिक्कत नहीं आएगी.
बिल्कुल।
एनी मोर क्वेश्चंस और
Vibha, there's another thing I would like to share. कि the first time when we were doing this healing, right? So at that time, when I saw my inner child, I felt like the child was looking at me as a stranger. And this time, when we did the healing, I felt that the child was welcoming me with open arms.
बिकॉज दिस इज योर सेकेंड सेशन.
Yeah.
क्योंकि पहली बार तो उस बच्चे को भी नहीं समझ में आया ना. दैट्स व्हाई आई टेल देम दैट यू डोंट हैव टू फोर्स योरसेल्फ, यू हैव टू जस्ट सीक परमिशन, इवन फॉर टैपिंग द चाइल्ड्स हेड लाइक दिस, आराम से, प्यार से. मेरे को तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है वैसे मेरे गंजे सर पे हाथ फिराते हुए. बट यस, even if you're holding the child from this shoulders or just embracing it towards you, you have to be very, very gentle, because the child never seen you as such. You are a grown up, that's a child.
Right.
तो बच्चे को बच्चे की तरह समझना है, बच्चे को बच्चे की तरह बिहेव करना है,
Hmm.
उसको समझाना है प्यार से. And why you felt why it could not recognize you the last time, because it was the first time you went to it. But this time it was comfortable, because आप पहले भी एक बार आए हो, एक बार मिले
I
हो उससे, एक बार उसको सहलाया है आपने, तो you're acquainted, that acquaintance is there already.
Yeah, it was totally a different feeling. There was more of love, more of comfort, more of happiness in the air.
Yes.
मतलब जैसे I was holding the left hand, तो वो I me before asking, I saw the child just letting out the left hand. मतलब उसने खुद ही हाथ आगे किया है, पहले मैं पूछूं. So, I felt more welcoming and more loved actually at that
Nice.
time.
Very good.
And I was smiling instead of crying or feeling pain. I was smiling. I when I opened my eyes, I was so stunned. I just felt I was smiling through the whole meditation. It was a beautiful experience.
Beautiful.
But Vibha, I had the opposite experience. The first time it was very comfortable, and this time it
कहाँ
wasn't
से
that way.
बंसी दे रही.
Why is that so? Just ask yourself. Why is that so? Did you leave the inner child somewhere?
Yes, I did. I was slightly distracted with some activity in the house.
Yeah.
That's
When
why
you
I
are
was
with
asking
the
for the
when
recording.
you are with the inner child, then that time you don't leave it. You just allow that
Yeah.
time. This is, see, when you are sitting for any meditation, any healing meditation specifically, you
Mm.
have to be see, healing is something that your soul requires.
Yes.
Like मुझे भी जब healing के लिए बैठना होता है, तो मेरे को वक्त निकालना पड़ता है. I
Mm.
have to take out. See, until there is this burning desire inside you to heal from any issue in your life, जब
Mm-hmm.
तक वो आपका प्रायोरिटी नहीं बनेगा ना, तब तक वो हीलिंग पॉसिबल भी नहीं होगी. बिकॉज अदरवाइज इट बिकम्स अ रूटीन कि अच्छा कर लेते हैं मेडिटेशन, 5 मिनट बैठ जाते हैं. बट
Mm-hmm.
इट बिकम्स डिफरेंट व्हेन इट बिकम्स अ प्रायोरिटी इन योर लाइफ. जब आपको
Yes.
समझ में आने लगता है कि आई एम स्टक,
Mm.
until I do this, I'm not moving anywhere else.
That's true.
तो अभी जब इनर हीलिंग ऑफ द इनर चाइल्ड मेडिटेशन जब आप कर रहे हो, तो यू आर सिटिंग विद दैट चाइल्ड. इफ एनी वेज यू वांट टू लीव, देन डोंट डू दिस मेडिटेशन, क्योंकि वो आधा अधूरा या डिस्टरबेंस के साथ नहीं हो सकता.
Mm. No, I didn't leave, but
That's my personal suggestion, that don't leave while you are inside a meditation.
yeah, I didn't leave, but my mind was little this thing
hmm.
unruffled. But next time I'll make sure
हाँ,
the atmosphere is very peaceful.
थोड़ा सा अपने आप को कहते हैं ना एकाग्र करना, making it
हाँ बिल्कुल.
mindful of that what you are doing and why you are doing it. हर चीज
Yes.
के साथ में एक वाई जरूर लगाया करो कि क्यों कर रहे हैं इसको,
Mm-hmm. Right, right,
वाई
right.
इज दिस रिक्वायर्ड, क्यों करना है.
Mm-hmm.
Riva, this was my first time for the inner child session, as I said. But my experience was just like when I saw my inner child, it was smiling at me. It was laughing, looking at me, and it was just like totally 100% happy, joyous, carefree. And then I had to tell him, मतलब मेरा first experience था तो मुझे नहीं पता कि क्या करना चाहिए. So there was some traumas in the childhood. So I had to tell him कि ये हुआ है. But that's okay. Those were the karmas which had to shed. तो वो बचपन में ही हो गए. तो after that it became a little sad. And it is just like, okay, जो होना था वो हो गया. अब आगे से there is abundance in every sector of your life. And now it again smiled with the deepness in her eyes. So why there was traumas, but still it was smiling from the first glance itself.
Great. So when you know that there were traumas, probably somewhere you have already, which I am presuming that somewhere you have already told the inner child of yours that it is okay to receive these traumas. जैसे क्या होता है कि जब हम बच्चे को, and this is a very good example, if you have small kids at home, just look at them when they are learning how to walk. तो बच्चा गिरता है, लेकिन वो बच्चा अगर ये सोच ले कि मैं गिर गया और चोट लग गई, अभी पेरेंट्स का भी एक रोल है उसमें. पेरेंट्स कीप टेलिंग देम, अरे कोई बात नहीं, चीटी मर गई, चलो चलो चलो, उठो उठो, इसको पकड़ो, एंड दे विल डू, आई रिमेम्बर, वी यूज्ड टू हैव दिस टेबल, और हम टेबल के पूरे कॉर्नर्स में चीज बॉल्स रख देते थे, एंड आई टू वी यूज्ड टू लेट आवर डॉटर वॉक. तो वो एक चीज बॉल खाती थी, फिर नेक्स्ट चीज बॉल की तरफ आगे चढ़ के जाती थी, फिर दूसरा चीज बॉल खाती थी, फिर आगे. सो इट यूज्ड टू बी फन एक्टिविटी, एंड व्हाइल शी वाज ईटिंग हर फेवरेट चीज बॉल, शी वाज आल्सो लर्निंग हाउ टू वॉक. So the parents were making comfortable, the child, making the child comfortable of how they should learn how to walk, how they should learn how to accept the failures. तो कहीं ना कहीं मुझे लगता है कि आपने अपने इनर चाइल्ड को ऑलरेडी समझा दिया था ये. Maybe during the course of the time, somewhere you have also learned, we also do it somewhere unconsciously. बट इनर चाइल्ड को हम जब बार बार समझाते रहेंगे इस चीज के, दिस इज फाइन, चीटी मर गई, चलो निकलो आगे. you know you faced a relationship issue, that's okay, that person did not accept you, it's fine, चीटी मर गई, चलो आगे निकले. You have to be that childlike, you have to be that innocent and graceful of all towards all the hurts and failures in your life, that this is part of the process, you are learning something. वो जब घुटना छिला था पहली बार जब गिरे थे, उसने भी तो कुछ सिखाया ना, कि जैसे पैर डगमगाया था और गिरे थे, तो द नेक्स्ट टाइम द चाइल्ड्स मेमोरी, सबकॉन्शियस मेमोरी क्या अंदर ले रहा है कि इस पैर को ऐसे किया था तो मैं गिर गया था, तो अब मुझे इस पैर को ऐसे नहीं करना, इसको ऐसे रखना है, सो दैट आई क्रिएट अ बैलेंस. तो आपने हर फेलियर से यही तो सीखा ना लाइफ में. जो भी फाइनेंशियल फेलियर्स हुए या हेल्थ में फेलियर्स हुए या रिलेशनशिप में फेलियर हुए, तो आपको यही तो सीखा ना कि पैर ऐसे मुड़ा था. There was some place you were ignorant to yourself. But don't be. अब सीधा रखो पैर, अब गाड़ी चलेगी. Every time you have to pamper that inner child, every time you have to tell the inner child that it's absolutely okay. It's absolutely okay to fail. It's absolutely okay to lose. जो भी आपके साथ लाइफ में हुआ, it is absolutely perfect that this will happen. This is part of the journey. This is part of how you learn. ठीक है, it's 8:30.
Just before joining you, uh, I was just saying, just before joining you, I was watching my 1-year-old grandson walking.
Wow.
He fell. Immediately he got up and he was on his way. He didn't stop or anything. See, he just got up and again start walking. Again fell, again started. He just started walking. So
That,
children are so this thing. I mean, they have full
that's
this
what
thing
I'm
courage to
saying.
carry on.
Yes, that's how magnificent we were, and somewhere we.
Hmm.
That's a sad thing. Okay, with that,
Yeah, I started thinking this.
with that, now I'll close the session. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
everyone, for joining in. Please drop in a little message on my WhatsApp of how you felt about the session. Share your experience with me.
Okay.
क्या सीखा, क्या feel हुआ, कैसा लगा? Are there any suggestions? Let me know. ठीक है? I'm sending you all love through divine.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time and love.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you for your
much.
effort.
Thank you.
Thank you for your effort, Biba. And the
Thank
amount of
Thank
you.
you.
love you do it with. Yeah.